So this is my hair fresh out of bed, you can kind of say. I just whacked it up in a bun this morning when I showered, and I haven't even brushed it, I'll be honest. And yeah, that's why it looks like a hot mess, but we're gonna fix that. So let's do that, shall we? The kind of half up, half down hairstyle is pretty much the only hairstyle I've been wearing recently, because I did cut a fringe last year and I have been trying to grow it out. So that has been pretty much the only hairstyle I've been rocking recently, which, I don't know, it might be a bit repetitive, but I like it and that's all that matters. So usually when I have my hair half up, half down, I'll either leave it straight, or if I want to make a little bit more of an effort, I will curl it. Curling my hair isn't something I do regularly, just because I have really thin, fine hair and it just doesn't curl at all. It's so annoying. Wands just don't seem to curl my hair that great, I'll be honest, but the only thing that's really ever worked for me, that's given me somewhat of a good curl, is this little contraption, and this is the Babyliss heated curl pods thing. I don't know what it's called. It's just little pods and they're heated up in this machine, and you basically put them in your hair and you leave it and you get curly hair afterwards. It's really simple. So this is the bad boy that I'm going to be using today, and I think you can get this from Boots. I'm not sure how much it is. I think it's like, it's either 30, 40, 50 pounds, it's something like that. First I need to sort out this mess, so let's do that, shall we? My hair isn't fresh. I think I washed it like 2 days ago, so it's, you know, it's probably a little greasy at this point, but it's okay. We can work with that, it's fine. I'm just gonna give it a quick brush through, and I'm gonna use my Tangle Teaser. This is my favorite brush ever. It's literally the only brush I use. And because my hair isn't super fresh, I'm gonna just give it a bit of a spritz with some dry shampoo, and I'm gonna use the Batiste dry shampoo in Blush. It's the pink one. I'm just gonna rub that in, get rid of any white patches, which always happens. I should probably pick up one that's for dark hair, but I never do. So if I want a little bit of extra thickness to the bottom of my hair, I will put in some hair extensions, but generally I only do that if I'm going out for a meal or something like that. So these extensions are from Foxy Locks, and they're in brown black. They are lighter than my hair because my hair is like a blue black, but I don't mind having just a little bit of brown running through my hair. I think that looks nice. And I'm gonna section off the top part of my hair out the way because I'm not gonna need that. So now I've got my little ponytail, which I'm gonna turn into a bun in a minute. Just gonna section off some hair, and I'm just gonna clip those in. So now that I've got my extensions in, I can start putting in the pods, and I like to section my hair into 2 pieces, and I usually work on one side first and then I'll work on the other side afterwards. And this is what they look like. It's just a plastic bit here and then a little rubber bit, and you're just gonna wrap your hair into them. And then I'm gonna take a section from the back about this thick. I'm gonna get my pod, and starting from the bottom, I'm just gonna wrap my hair around it. Just twirling it into place. This bit's facing outwards. Push the back in, and then leave it like that. Just gonna wrap up another section. I just love how easy these are because I have not got the patience to curl all my hair. I just don't. That's way too much effort for me. If you're like me and you've got really thin and fine hair, I definitely think using heated rollers is the best way for you to achieve curls, because like I said, I've tried so many different curling tongues, so many different ones, and none of them really work for me. I feel like with hair like mine, you need to curl it with heat and then let it set with the cold, and that's what really makes the curl stick for my hair type. So if you have the same trouble, then I definitely suggest investing in some heated rollers because they will just do the job so much better than anything else, and they're just so much easier. So now I'm all done with this side, and this is what they look like, and I'm just going to quickly whiz through this side and get this done, and I'll be back. So this is what it looks like once I've got all the pods in, and if you're someone who has hair that curls quite easily, you can leave them in for around 15 to 20 minutes and that will do the job just fine. But for me, because my hair is so thin and fine and it just doesn't curl that great, I like to leave mine in for as long as possible, so anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and that way I find that I get the best curl out of them and they last a lot longer. So what I typically do is I'd do my hair and then I'd do my makeup, which if I'm doing like a full face usually takes me about an hour, and then I'll take them out once I've done my makeup. But obviously I've already got my makeup done today, so I'm gonna let these sit for about 30 minutes and then I'm gonna take them out and we can see what it looks like then. So I've had my pods in now for around 30 to 40 minutes. I'd say it's been quite a while, but as I said, I like to leave them in for as long as possible. So before I take any of the pods out, I'm actually gonna do the top half of my hair first, which I've just got clipped up at the moment. So you can either leave it as a ponytail, which is what I do sometimes. What I prefer to do is I like to give the ponytail a little bit of a back comb, just with my tangle teaser. That just gives it a little bit more volume. And then I'll just take a black bobby pin. So I'm not too neat with the bun, I literally do it super messy. I don't want it to look too neat, so I don't mind if it looks, you know, messy. So now I'm going to take out the pods, and I usually start with the bottom ones first. And I just unravel them really gently, and it leaves a nice little curl like that. Obviously the thinner the section of hair that you use, the tighter your curls will be, but I don't want mine to be overly curly. I just want my hair to have like a nice wave to it, a nice bit of body. So this is what it looks like once all the pods are out. Obviously I need to brush my hair. So I'm gonna give my curls a quick spray with some hairspray, and I'm just using a super cheap one. You can get this from B&M, Poundland, it's £1. It's just really cheap and it's actually really good. So this is the finished hairstyle. Like I said, it's nothing too curly or too dramatic. It's literally just some loose waves, and it adds a little bit more excitement to a pretty dull hairstyle. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a big thumbs up if you do. It means so much to me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.